Garden of Eden, for example. Let's look at what the serpent had said. You need to learn new things. Knowledge is power. You need to educate yourself. You need to improve. You need to expand your horizons. What every modern educator is telling today to children. The only thing which is a bit jarring, a bit like out of sync, you're going to be like God. If you were to listen to this voice of the serpent, you would have said, wow, it's a great friend. He wants me to learn. He wants me to educate myself. He wants me. But look at the result. You know? So you need to isolate the serpent in your head from God's voice.
Yes.
What is God's voice, by the way? The voice of God is silent. That is you. God is you. Your authenticity, your authentic voice is silent. Silent. The voice that talks all the time and makes suggestions and masquerades and improves you, and that's not you. That could be society. If you work hard, you will make money. If you make money, you will have a beautiful house, you will be happy. And so that's also not you. Any voice that speaks is usually not you. Any voice that speaks is usually not you. And if you had been exposed to a narcissist, he, first of all, eliminates all the other voices, monopolizes the space. And then the voice that speaks inside you, after you had left the narcissist physically, is the narcissist. You must get rid of this voice. It's the serpent.
Yeah.
You must listen to the voice of God. The voice of God is silent. But of course, given the right incentives, God also speaks to humanity, to humanity, to humanity. When push comes to shove and he has a clear message and so on, he speaks. Listen to that voice. And the other voice never stops speaking and masquerades as your friend. And masquerades as your friend. The active voice in your head, which is the narcissist, is going to use all the right language. It's going to say boundaries. It's going to say healing. It will feed off anything you learn. All the techniques and the exercises, they're immediately hijacked by the narcissist.
Yeah.
So if you went to therapy and the therapist taught you to have better boundaries, next thing you know, the narcissist will take these and will render you aggressive. And conflictive and violent.
So you lose all your friends,
Yes.
you're isolated,
Yes.
and you're now vulnerable to the next narcissistic relationship.
So that's
that comes
boundaries.
along.
So you do inner child work. So the narcissist will infantilize you. He will use the inner child, he will leverage the inner child techniques and so on to infantilize you. Everything you learn can and will be used against you by this internal voice. If you don't first silence it, you would feel that you're losing an excellent, good friend. There's an emotional price for this process. Because as you transition from the active voice to the passive voice, you will feel very, very alone. Very, very alone. There's an emotional price for this. The narcissist isolates his victims from their support network, social network, family, friends, you name it. And then it becomes their world. And so getting rid of a narcissist means getting rid of the world. There's a huge sense of existential loneliness in the transition from the active to the passive voice. There's an emotional price for this.